Hamoud Salhi joins us now from Los Angeles. He's a professor of political science at California State University, Dominguez Hills. So, a lot to get here. Nathan mentioned it. We've been talking about this for months now. No surprises. This is something that Donald Trump promised that he would do. But today we see the UN Secretary General, several nations calling for restraint. What's next?
It's a very, very good question. What's next? Because while President Donald Trump talks about peace, thinks this will move the peace process forward, there is no actual peace process. There is no actual plan how to this move forward. So I think the ball now is in the Palestinian corner. The Palestinians have to decide whether Oslo is still alive, whether they should return to the negotiation table with the idea that either Jerusalem remains on the table, and there is a sense that's what President Donald Trump might also agree with, or B, which is a return to the table without Jerusalem on the return to the negotiation without Jerusalem on the table. And or find another partner to work with peace, maybe the European Union, maybe China, maybe another guarantor or Russia that could make this process forward. But it is indeed in the Palestinians, and the way the Palestinians are today, that is speaks volume to the notion that we're really at a dead end here. The future may be very unstable, considering that this would fuel extremism and would bring the danger to the Middle East, perhaps more than we've seen it before.
Well, and Professor, I want to ask you about the timing about all this, because just last week we had the U.S. withdrawal out of the Iran nuclear deal. Ramadan is about to get underway, and then the conflict in Syria that has been ongoing now. What does this do, adding to what else has been happening in the region?
And that's really the biggest problem. I think perhaps there is some sense that by all these issues are all out there, by the fact the Gulf countries or certain Arab countries seem to see that Iran is now the main enemy. That takes some space in the media. So it is really, the timing is terrible, but in a sense, it has a sense of diffusing what's happening in the region by spending less time on this issue because you have other issues. So it also could be beneficial, I mean, for whatever it is, but it defies any reason or any rational thinking for bringing it at this time.
Now, supporters of what happened today will argue that Donald Trump did something that other U.S. presidents promised they would do or considered, but never did. So let's look forward into the future. Could we possibly see a different U.S. administration coming back and undoing what Donald Trump did?
I don't think so. As you know, the executive order that was passed was in 1995, and every president, American president, since then postponing it. I think this is it. The embassy will be where it is, or will be built where the consulate is, or another place. And the only difference is whether or not Jerusalem will be on the agenda of the peace discussion. Certainly, by doing so, there is a strong sense that Jerusalem is now no longer on the table for negotiation, and that could change with other presidents. But I don't see that is happening, that another president will reverse this decision.
All right, Professor Hamoud Salhi, thank you so much for joining us from Los Angeles. We appreciate it.
Thank you.